I don't know why I got so excited when Bernie announced, because obviously we sort of knew that he was going to, but you start to really sort of feel the potential of what he could add to this race. And I should say, someone pointed out, you're going to see a lot of like Bernie Sanders, long shot candidate, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. He polls somewhere around where Chris Christie is. I mean, can you imagine Bernie Sanders getting the media attention that Chris Christie had? Now, Chris Christie is also trending down. Bernie
Chris
Sanders,
Christie
this is where Bernie Sanders started.
It's sort of funny to watch now.
And I should say, with Chris Christie, in about 28 minutes, from when we are speaking right now, we're going to have a much better sense of whether or not Chris Christie is going to have to be dealing with possible indictments. Now,
going to the pokey when his former aide comes out and takes the guilty plea. That's right. It's going to be
today at 1. I should just clarify for people.
He's thrashing in all directions now. It's kind of fascinating, Christie. He's sort of, I'll cut Social Security and I'll enforce pot laws. And I mean, basically you can tell when someone's thinking and thrashing and looking for attention when they're just saying the dumbest things and clearly just saying anything.
I think he's just trying to raise money for his criminal defense fund, frankly.
I bet you're right.
Because
he's dealing to the far right and especially the corporate right.
Pete Peterson. Right. Yep. And so, what's going to happen today is at 1 o'clock, there are going to be indictments. You've got a guilty plea that is coming from David Wildstein. This is more or less confirmed. My understanding is that in New Jersey, the reporters saw him driving to the courthouse at like 5 a.m. in a white van. But it's not just going to be Wildstein. Wildstein is going to put in a plea, but there are going to be indictments. Fishman is being the New Jersey U.S. attorney. Remember, we still have not heard from the New York, the New York U.S. attorneys. So that could still be coming as well. But Fishman, I believe, is the U.S. attorney from New Jersey, and he's going to be announcing other indictments, according to reporting, at least in the Times. And so it'll be interesting to see who those indictments
Andrew
are.
Cuomo?
I have a feeling we're going to see. My guess is, and sort of it's alluded to in this Times piece, that we could see David Sampson. David Sampson was the former chair of the Port Authority, at least in the New Jersey side. Very big Republican operator. A close sort of confidant to Chris Christie, also at a law firm, which was relevant because the Port Authority kept helping out potential clients of Sampson's law firm. Well, Sampson, over the past, 10 months, has not only resigned from the Port Authority, but resigned from his own law firm. His name was taken out of the law firm, not typical, and is apparently awaiting to see whether or not he gets indicted. So all of this is happening. But my point being, just to get back to what the point was, that Bernie Sanders should be taken at the very least as seriously as Chris Christie was before it was clear that he was running into this mess of crap. And I think on the Democratic side will be, because there's not going to be as many voices, frankly.
That's right. I think he automatically will be, because I think there is just a much stronger progressive coalition that includes activists, media, politicians than there was even a couple years ago. And then on top of that, again, you factor in the times we're in, what is going on, the level of inequality, the level of corporate, corruption, the fact that basically you can pull Anthony Kennedy and find out what he believes on any subject. He's for gay marriage? All right, we'll probably have gay marriage. He thinks that any amount of spending should be allowed in elections? We'll probably have that. And figure out, where we're going to go and where we have gone on the corporate stuff, because he's so conservative. And in the end, so there's this huge opening, and we've got a guy who's got a passionate voice. We've got a very different media and activist landscape. And we've got, as you point out, fewer candidates. I mean,
it's going to be interesting also to watch what happens at caucuses, because caucuses are going to be the one place where Bernie Sanders is going to actually have a chance, I think, to win, early on. So we shall see on that.